Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry I don't have a presentation with me. I'm not really a presentation person in terms of slides, but I just thought I would talk to you guys about something that made me really passionate. I've been a location manager in the Toronto film industry for over a decade. You cannot imagine the amount of garbage I've seen on set. The amount of cans, plastics, and other food goods that have been just thrown out. And I try to find a way to make it easier for everyone to kind of do the right thing. It's inside of all of us, but for some people it's a little harder than others. And I reached out to the folks at Streamwater a couple years ago, and we decided to partner up with expanding their operations to the Toronto area. That's what I do. So now I'm representing their interests in Southern Ontario, helping connect people like yourselves with an easier way to consume on the go in our daily lives and make it as easy as possible for not just you guys to recycle it, but the municipalities and the other involved parties downstream to recycle as well. And what's that actually mean? Well, aluminum's valuable. A lot of us don't realize that. We're talking over $1 a pound today for aluminum in Toronto, and as high as 98 cents a pound outside the GTA. That's so profitable, they're actually picking it out of garbage. They have people at the municipalities picking aluminum out of garbage and making sure it gets into the smelters. Why is that important? Because 97% of aluminum that gets smelted is reusable. So there's this myth of this being a one-time use item. It's not true. That aluminum can is going to live on again and again and again in windows, in cars, in airplanes, maybe even cans again. It's reusable in its basic form. And that's something we can't say for a lot of other materials. So another thing I wanted to really talk about that's important about that is what we've seen in a year of being involved with the film industry, including long format and predominantly advertising space where I come from, is that it's been really easy to get crew to be a big buy-in on this. Crew members have been used to picking water bottles out of a cooler every day as they go out about their business. They reach in the same cooler, they're picking out a can. And we're hearing the feedback we're getting from the community. I don't know how many of you guys saw us here last year. We had that big giant beer can. It's really, really good for a lot of hydration. I can't finish one in one sitting. So I got a lot of feedback about those things being resealable, and we just couldn't find a way to do it without plastic. And I would rather do a smaller can than do one with plastic. So here we are today. I'm sure you guys have all been enjoying it all day. That smaller format plastic. These are very easy, the smaller format aluminum, much easier to drink in one sitting, much easier to fit in a craft truck, much easier to fit in a cooler. It looks better, and it obviously tastes good too. And 3 minutes still, okay. So what we're seeing is more and more, and we're hearing other speakers speak about the same subject. It's all about making it easy. Because when we make it easy, we're also making it efficient. When we make it efficient, we're saving money. That affects the budget for the producers. It affects how easy craft services is to roll product from one shoot day to the next shoot day. We're not having water coolers that once they get open, that they're not resealable. These are able to be the ones that don't get used one day, they're going on to work the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And I've even had productions who have been giving water to other productions at RAP. They had 2 pallets left over at RAP, they give them as a gift to another production, which of course we encourage. And the price is falling every single day. The biggest barrier to entry for aluminum cans originally was the cost. We're talking significant cost over the plastic analog. More and more and more as it's becoming wider adopted in Ontario, we're seeing the prices of cans. I'm able to offer them cheaper and cheaper and cheaper because more and more productions are picking them up. More and more productions are budgeting in advance saying, I've got this many crew members for this many weeks, and they're setting the budget aside up front. They're ordering it all at once. And that's allowing me to fulfill their needs all at once, keeping my costs down, which of course I'm passing on to you lovely folks in the industry. And the last thing I want to mention is, with all the leadership that we have going on, it's being felt. The crew members are proud of what they're doing. They're proud of having these choices. They're proud of making the market a better place and being leaders. And as long as we keep things simple and we keep things easy and approachable for people, I think they're going to keep doing it moving forward. And I'm just happy to be one solution for that. I have a minute left on the clock, but not a minute left to say. I want to just thank you all for having us here. We look forward to coming back next year. All of you guys have questions, please reach out to me. We're based here in the GTA, but we're able to service all across Canada. My partner, who was supposed to be here today to help me with the other part, we're currently packaging up some water to go to the government of Sweden for an emergency supply. So we're not just trying to help the lovely folks of Canada, we're now all around the world trying to make a difference one can at a time. Thank you very much. Have a great day.